Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Right. Check 48 the mic. Check 48 the mic. Colonel.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's Hill, complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled,
what's up, dude?
Everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put him on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then.
Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Chris Wormley coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Cyrus Jones back to return for the Ravens.
Cyrus Jones,
and now a low
Alabama.
I think he mishit it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, terrible.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
53, check 53. Let's go, B. Big series right here.
Here we go.
Jackson, option right.
Oh, my God, Lamar, you stupid son of a...
Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here.
Oh, look here.
On 2nd and 14.
The swamp. Okay.
And the former Heisman winner. This is Mark Ingram.
He said, okay.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now
I don't
we
know
go
what
to
happened.
3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Because
look at the holding. Look at the holding up front.
Come back with a strong run game if you want to.
6.
If you're in 4-down territory.
Let's go!
Way in for a Ravens touchdown. Nick Boyle, 40 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight.
Oh,
now we can turn it
I
all
thought you were going to
loose.
get me to kick that out of bounds.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Freaking Eric
KC
freaking beats me one damn time. He's going to talk shit.
And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have better
he got
opportunity
killed.
because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion.
Good,
so now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves you that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happens.
Oh, yeah, he can hear it.
But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
They'll run with a backup.
Oh, look at the hold.
This is Williams. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At their 48-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He finds Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
This offense right here. No defense right here in this game.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
We got 4 viewers. We're in there.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. From midfield, here's Mahomes.
Oh, God, he's wide open. Mark, number 10 right here, Hill, was wide open. Oh, my God.
Not only was the call
shit.
about the execution of that defense right there. The zone was absolutely locked up tight.
They will.
He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
That was 6.
If there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make
the
a
ball,
play,
you
right?
joker.
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got him that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. Now it's Jackson.
Hold on.
Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this.
Oh, get out of his way. Let's go. Let's go.
On the scramble.
Oh, my God.
A first down.
That was
Now,
scary.
that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done.
I was freaking out. He always
scramble
fucking fumbles.
Pick up for a first down.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds.
What are you doing, Ingrid?
The throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. It's a give to the right, Ingram. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. That was shades of Tennessee Volunteer football back in the 80s with Charles Davis coming up from the secondary
Tennessee
to
Volunteer.
make the tackle for a loss.
You mean my teammates doing that, right? Because they would tell you, my coach would say, where's that tape? I want to see that. But how about the complete package there?
Oh, it's an
Not just playing
interference.
the pass, but being a willing tackler and making a really nice play.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they
Look
take
at
a
that.
shot
He's
at
on
the
his
end
back.
zone, but it's incomplete. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. And this a 39-yard attempt. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Thank you.
Line
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is.
Oh, shit.
In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice.
Oh, my God, he's wide open. Oh, he threw way behind. Oh, thanks, Marlon Hunters.
What do we need to do?
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field.
Oh, Keel.
And he'll go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
There he goes, right side.
Hey, there's six.
All the way in for a
Dobbs.
touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his second touchdown here in this first half. As the Ravens push further out in front. Now Tucker to add the PAT. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Go Vols. Woo!
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Mahomes now on first down. Flush to his right.
Oh, my God.
That's complete to Robinson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
This dude here is freaking.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches' 2-minute drill.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Earl Thomas in on the stop. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll set up the screen to McCoy.
Block.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
Ooh.
And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says we're going for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes.
User.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit.
Oh,
They've got them frustrated right now.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw
stats, 1 for 4.
Incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
There goes Mark Ingram, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 75 yards as the Ravens push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback. And the ball will come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now here's Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
Oh, shit. Hold on that ball. Freaking Odell Beckham wanna be.
To the races. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, 48 yards. As they are now on the board here in the first half. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
Who cares?
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Throwing on second and long. Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. And they will get to him behind the line, but they're out of timeouts, remember, and the clock continues to wind down. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to fourth down.
That was huge.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Oh, shit.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Jackson,
Oh, no.
option right.
Oh, shit.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for second down.
Damn it. Lamar Jackson. What the hell were you thinking, man?
Jackson now off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. He uncorks it for Snead. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get...
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Oh, no.
Now Mahomes.
Oh, my God.
Played it to Hill. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. Mahomes now hitting on 2/3 of his passes. 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. Fights off the defender. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he's trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
And he will take it on.
Don't tackle him there, Tennessee. Fucking defender.
Demarcus Robinson.
Here comes the comeback of the century.
And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had that first half lead, but they had been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they watch this lead shrink a little. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Rolling to his left. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
An opening
I
there
want
on
to
that
freaking
first
try to
down run as he gets us forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Oh, I don't know about this play.
Jackson, option right, stepping up. He's going to keep it. Only
Ingram's
a yard
dead
on the
over there. Look
keeper,
at him.
and it'll
He's
be
dead.
2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter
He's
inside,
dead.
but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take
done.
the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Flush out right. Going to throw deep for the
Jawan Jennings.
Caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Seth Roberts, 26 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So after
Mahomes
the
has good
incompletion
numbers.
on first, now 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 13.
Typical Mahomes, though. 400 yards passing and getting killed.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Oh, check
Now
that line, ref.
Get this one to Hill.
Check that line,
15
ref.
yards on the play. First down. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Mahomes now on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Clock management definitely critical here.
Look how he on that damn ball.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo.
Oh,
in this
my
case,
God.
down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Operating from the red zone now. Mahomes
Right there in the middle.
escaping the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Mahomes firing complete.
Hey, Connor. Hey,
and
Coach.
he'll be taken down at the 2-yard
Hey,
line.
Connor.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score.
Okay.
Power on power, but he's not going to get in. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal.
Oh, pass. Oh, he's wide open.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while.
His own player had him blocked.
Well, to me,
He was wide open.
This drive,
Oh, my God.
to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown.
Oh,
I'm going for it here.
Hammering for the goal line.
Oh, that's a touchback.
And it's picked
That's
up
a
by the
fuck.
Ravens. And a big
It's a fucking
turnover
one.
there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth
you'd
quarter.
say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely.
Absolutely. We're going to make a dumb play here.
The Raven offense.
Oh, they give it to me at the 20.
This next drive, and a few
Wow.
kneel downs should just
Terrible
about
play
do
call.
it. Now,
Terrible
defensively, they do have all 3
refs.
timeouts, but very little reason to
Shit.
use them at this point.
Oh,
And
God.
he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
How about a block? Attaboy.
8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson being chased out left. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Ingram. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
We're going to practice the Hail Mary.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Three men stand near the goal line.
To throw is Jackson. Eluded
Dobbs,
the pressure.
he's it.
He wants it
They're
all
bunched
for
up in the end zone. Oh, it's
And
incomplete.
that lined up incomplete. Bold
It
play
didn't work.
call there. Now it's 4th down.
GG.